What's going on, guys? Christian here from CK Wraps. Today I'm going to be doing this video on some really cool new products or demo products that Vvivid has sent me. These films are going to be the first time you're ever going to see these films, basically. I haven't seen personally anything like this on the market, and these are just samples that were sent to me so I could try them out. Now, I've played around with some of them, but I haven't played around with all of them yet. These films can be used a lot like on taillights or headlights, but not only that, they can actually be applied to the body of the vehicle. I have actually wrapped like a mirror and stuff in it and fender, just to give the vehicle something completely unique as far as an appearance goes. You can do interior pieces and so on. So get creative with it. Today I'm going to show you what they look like on the lights. Now, because these products are not on the market yet, we're going to basically be taking a poll or a tally. So in the comment section below, I want you to comment which ones you think are the most exciting or the coolest or whatever. And when we go through the comments, some of these films may end up hitting the market. Some of them I believe are actually really cool. Other ones are like, it's kind of pushing it a little bit, but hey, I'm not so much a color person, but there's a lot of color in these films. So I like, shades and silvers and stuff like that. But again, the only color I really like is red. And it's funny because I just wrapped my truck in green chrome. Anyways, that's another story. I'll show you my truck eventually one day. Now, let's get these lights set up. What we want to do is we want to mask, but I've actually ceramic coated this car, so I'm not going to mask in this case. I haven't ceramic coated the lights. So I ceramic coated the area. The masking tape is actually barely, it's not even going to stick, see? It won't even stick at all. So there's literally no point. It's just going to fall right off. I could probably blow this tape right off of the, there, blow right off. That's how good the ceramic coating works. So if you saw my other video, the ceramic coating is actually amazing. Now, so I'm not going to mask. What we are going to do though is we're going to clean with some isopropyl alcohol. So I've got that here. This is 70% isopropyl alcohol, guys. And basically the way I'm going to be tinting these lights is similar to how you could be able to tint your lights, depending on the shape and style of your light. Now, if you guys are looking for really thorough explanation, detailed 4K videos, you got to check out my website, ckwraps.com. I'll put a link in the top corner and the description below for you. We've got a beginner 101 section, open discussion forum. You can ask me questions, all sort of different things there. And then more detailed for videos. So 4K point of view camera. Now let's get into this. So first off here, I have this, it's basically Hex Tint. So if you ever saw the Hex Tint in the previous video, this is the same thing. This is Hex Tint, but it's blue, okay? So this would be Pulse, I believe. This is Blue Pulse. We're just going to go through these right now. Some of these I haven't even opened up yet. Let's roll this one up. I like the clear ones. I'm actually a huge fan of these clear ones because these clear ones can actually be practical in a more day-to-day use. I feel like if you tinted your lights in blue, you'd probably get pulled over a couple of times. I'm not going to lie. But this is actually clear, and if we can actually see this is super cool stuff. This is crazy. It's really smooth. So this is one of the ones I'm going to use because you could actually apply this to the entire body of the vehicle and change the effect of your paint job, basically, and keeping the color of your paint job, but basically adding a rainbow effect. So we're going to actually take some of this. I'm going to cut it out. And it's almost hard to tell which side is which, but for me, I know, because it's clear on both sides, right? The clear release liner, or the plastic release liner on this, is actually adding to the high gloss of these films now. So it makes a big difference. Let's take this piece now, and again, we're going to remove the release liner fully. Usually I don't. We're going to take this and we're going to apply it right there, okay? Let's see what effect this gives. It's crazy. Like, it's the weirdest looking thing. I'm going to move my car over slightly. You can see the vinyl won't even stick to the wrap. All right, got my heat gun here. I'm going to take, and this is pretty interesting because I feel like you could see all of the air, like you'd be able to see all the air like entirely with this stuff. It's really, really cool. I don't want to heat it too much because I don't know if I can damage this or what. I have no idea. I do need to soften the vinyl though to make it pull around. Let's stick this up here if it will stay. So I'll heat that one more time. And again, when you're stretching your film around an object like a taillight, you want to pull outwards. So I'm pulling up and down with my hands and spreading it apart. But again, this is just to try out. I haven't really mastered this or perfected this yet. And just lay this down. Get all that air out of there. And see what this looks like. And definitely don't want to put your fingers behind it because, oh, see, I creased it, and maybe it's too hard to install. I don't know. So I creased it, and it may not heal out. We're going to find out. Okay, that is not going away, that crease that I made it, and I'll show you guys. So this piece is kind of useless right now. But let's just actually get some of this done so we can see what effect this is giving the actual taillight. And I want to bring you guys in so you can see a little bit closer. So that mark right there, I did from creasing it. There's a slight tinge to the, or tint to the light. It's not perfectly clear or optically clear, I would say. Let me just move the camera. All right. So it's not optically clear. You can see there's a slight hue to it, but this is kind of the effect that you're getting. This is pretty cool. So you could probably, and this is the mark that I made. This is the crease. So it seems like I even tried to heat that crease out. It seems to be that it's a sensitive film. Again, I haven't mastered this stuff yet. I haven't really played around with it enough to really know, but that's what that one looks like. Let's do the next one. That's cool stuff. I'm excited to see what else we can do with this. So there was that one. Is this one any different? Or maybe I just got multiple samples of the same thing. Let's see what this one is. This one, I mean, it looks more or less the same to me. Let's see. Not sure. This one, I'm just looking at the air release pattern, guys, just trying to see what I see. It doesn't even look like, they look the same to me. I don't know. They look the same to you? They look the same to me. So I'm not going to waste my time. One's kind of, no, they're both the same. Okay, yep. I don't know. This is just demo stuff, guys. So those two are the same. This here is an opaque film, okay? Now, what I mean by that, it's not translucent. So what do I mean by that? You can't see through it, okay? From what I can see based off of the back side of this film. So this right here is the release liner side. This over here is the holographic slash hex side. Okay, this is not a tint. Okay, let's just actually, this is not what you would put on your lights. I'll show you. Let's see what this one looks like. It's an extra trouble for me to tint these lights now because the car is coated. So the vinyl's not holding onto the light properly. Or sorry, onto the panel. I need it to hold onto the panel because it's not sticking and it's just kind of messing things up a little bit. So again, not clear at all, okay? The release liner is clear, but the film is not clear at all. But let's just put it on the light, see what it looks like. It's not, actually, this is not terribly sticky stuff, which is pretty nice. So you would never ever tint your lights in this. But over the whole body, I mean, this would be pretty cool. I think this would be pretty cool. Now that I've wrapped my Jeep in like chrome, I kind of want to try something a little bit different like this and see how this would go. Let's just try and stick, I want these corners to stay down. It's very important because otherwise I won't be able to pull the vinyl tight across the light. I'll even turn the lights on for you guys, okay? So this color actually is pretty unique. It goes with the, this is crazy. It goes with the color of the car. Super cool stuff, guys. This is amazing. I'll turn the lights on. I didn't get it down flawlessly, but I can probably fix it up right over here. Come on. So this is seems to be a little bit more forgiving with like creases and wrinkles in that clear film. I haven't caused any real harm to this film yet. Okay, that's what it would look like more or less on the body or on a panel. Very cool stuff. Let's bring the camera in and show you what this looks like. This is cool. You guys can probably see it really good from there, but let's check it out over here. Wow, that is insane. Look at that. That is very cool. What do I do with his key? Let's just grab the key and let's turn the lights on. Or let's just see if I can put this is four ways. No, you can't see anything. You're not gonna see anything through there. Let's see. Is that the lights on now? Let's see. Nope. Should be on though. Let's just turn the car on. All right. There we go. So you could, I mean, I would never drive with this, guys. That's just crazy. Okay, that's not a good idea. That's what it's supposed to look like. And this is what it looks like. But very cool effect either way. Now this would be, again, cool over an entire panel of the car, or anything for that matter. Look at that, that's crazy. Let's put the camera back. I should have tried this stuff a long time ago. I didn't, but I've had it for now for probably a month or so. Easily removable. That's not because I ceramic coated the light. So that's cool. I'm gonna show you what I think is the coolest stuff, okay? This is red Hex Tint with the Pulse / Bio, whatever, Bio Hex Tint, but in red. Again, this stuff you could apply over other areas of the vehicle. It's not limited to just tinting lights. This does have a holographic effect to it. It's not all that noticeable. It's not as much as like the clearer films. And again, there's yellow. So this one is actually pulse. I can see that it's pulse. You can see it from this side that the light is actually pulsing through the hexagon pattern. Let's pull off the tape. So again, this is what that looks like. Really sparkly, really wild, really crazy. Let's try and get the light in there better. I feel like you're not seeing it as much as I can see it. I don't know. I'm looking at a 3-inch screen. Cool. So that looks pretty wild. Yeah, you should be able to see that. That's yellow. Maybe good for your fog lights. Then we have solid red, but without the hex. I like the solid colors. So I think the solid ones are pretty cool. I think the idea of adding this holographic effect to something like this is pretty cool. Let's cut a piece of this and see what it looks like on the taillight. So this is translucent, right? You can see mostly through this. And we're keeping it red. So would it be illegal? I honestly don't think it would be. It's red. So I don't think it's going to dull down the lights very much at all, if anything. Lights are terribly bright these days, especially tail lights. They're all LEDs. Let's get this set up. And let's get that popped on here. So again, it looks to be a similar fashion to the plain clear one. As far as, try and stick that down if I can. So it looks to be a similar style, and it feels very similar. So they both feel uniquely the same. Stick that down, stick that down. Let's add some heat, stretch it across. Let's see if I can do this time without damaging it. And I'm trying not to heat it too much. Let's see if we can get this to come flat. It's really tough to do. And this is not like, there's not a lot of holographic effect to this light right here. Because I'm just trying to get this flat so you can get a better perspective on what it looks like. Just lock that in there. I got one wrinkle all the way down there. You know what, I'm just gonna put my hands behind it. I'm not supposed to do this, but I'm just gonna get this out so we can see what this looks like. Cool. Obviously, putting your fingers behind it would leave finger marks, okay, or fingerprints. I don't know if you can see that much with the tint itself, but again, this is what that one looks like. So it's just, to me, it doesn't look like it has a lot of the holographic effect to it. Brandon, let's bring the camera over so we can see this. Because it looks, I don't know, it looks, yeah, there is some there. You can see a little bit there, okay? It's nothing crazy though. Nothing crazy at all. Next up, we've got, which one should we do next? I've got this one. Okay, so we have now, similar to the opaque version of the Hex Tint. This is translucent, but this is, what is this, light smoke? That could look good on the car. Let's see what this one is. Is this one the same? Is this dark smoke? They're both light smoke. They both look the same to me. Maybe they have different effects. So you know what I'll do? Just to see, because they seem to have sent me the same roll. Oh, I can actually see different movement. So look at the roll itself. So we can see different movement in the light in the rainbow effect. I don't know if you guys can see that yourself, but I can see the different movement in the light. as far as this goes. They look different to me. One is a beam going straight up and down, and one's kind of going left and right. So this one here is kind of going left and right. And then this one, it's like the light is going straight up and down. So they may be different. Let's try it out. We'll do both. Let's cut a piece. Try not to touch the card too much because I want it to stay perfect. Great, let's see what this one does. Now, I'll leave this one tinted and I'll go to the other side so we can compare. I don't know if it's different. It looks like it could be a little bit different. Okay, let's get that nice flat spot anchored there. Just like that. Good, that's down there like that. That stays there like that. Cool, it should be okay. I'm a little bit high up, but that's all right. I'll put my heat gun on the ground. It's got a magnet on it. Let's just fix up that one little bubble there. There we go, perfect. Just gonna try and, I want to try and have this stick down more, and this too. As soon as this lifts, it makes tinting it really hard. So those corners have to stay down, as I mentioned before. Okay, let's heat that up a bit, and now let's pull it across. I think that I want to do the, I want to do that solid one later on. Okay, so this has just that rainbow effect that I've been showing you with the red. With the red and the first one, and the clear one. It's not like over the top rainbow. It's just subtle. Let's put this corner down because I want to actually kind of tint these a little bit nicer so we can see what they look like a little bit more from side to side. Let's tint the other side over here. Let's just do that, move the camera over a bit so you guys can actually watch. Now I'm gonna cut off that one piece there. Let's cut off the next one. I almost don't even know which one I did now because I got them, put them side by side like a goof. Let's see if I can tell if I cut this side. Yeah, so this one I just did, okay? This one I can see some of the tape residue where the tape was here. So I know I haven't done this one yet. This one looks a little bit different, gotta say. We're gonna see it in a second. It shines a little bit differently here. You guys, how well you're seeing that again, but it shines a little bit differently here. I'm not gonna wipe this light off. This is what it is, probably pretty clean anyways. I've pretty much detailed the whole car. Let's not put that on the car. Let's bring my heat gun over. I had to put it on the floor now because I don't want to stick it to the car. Let's tint this side. It's a piece of dust. Get that out of the way. And let's see what this one looks like. Not sticky at all because of the... So I'm gonna try and stick it to the other light a little bit, and then down here with some heats. Should hold a little bit, enough for me to be able to pull it across. Okay, let's take it, let's keep it flat. Great. Went a little more smooth on this side for me. Let's get some air out of there. Some big bubbles, there we go. This is all air release, guys. All air release tint. This one's pretty cool. I think it's a little bit different than the other side. Let's just heat that, shrink it down so it goes nice and smooth. Perfect. Like that, perfect. And the light's tinted. Didn't even wipe it off, it came out pretty good. Okay, so this one is like going up and down. And let's see, show you. I can tell already, it's different. I like this one better. This one's pretty cool. So this one's kind of like, it's got more of that rainbow effect to it for sure. And it goes kind of up and down, as you can see. Really unique. Really unique. This one here is, yeah, that's nice too. I don't know, guys, you tell me. Which one do you think's the coolest? All right, guys, let's do blue. Just for the heck of it, got a little extra time here. So let's do some blue. Why not? See what that looks like. Let's move this over though. I want to move the camera a little bit closer so you guys get a better view of what's going on here. There we go. And let's check it out. See how this one goes. I mean, I could choose yellow, but I think I have a feeling people are going to do yellow more often than blue. So we'll just do blue. Again, just let me know which ones you like the most. And they told me that they're going to see about manufacturing if there's enough interest in a product like this. Let's grab my heat gun again. It's over here now. All right. Let's grab it. I'm basically just waiting for Nav to come pick up his car. So let's take that. That's pretty cool. I mean, this is definitely a bit of a heat score, I would say, but you could wrap your panels in this stuff. Well, I don't know, would you want to? Maybe, just to stand out, do something different. I'm sure people look at my chrome wrap and like, man, I would never do that, but I like it. So really, if you like it, I say go ahead and do it. Just trying to flatten this out a little bit here, guys. All right. Cool. Now, I'm just gonna pull this back slightly, right somewhere around there. I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna heat it. My piece is a little too long, that's for sure, but that's all right. So just give it a little bit of heat there. Let's keep it as flat as possible. Just like that. I like to pivot. My piece is definitely too long, so it's causing me to pull a little bit weird, but that is cool. That looks really cool too. I gotta say, I'm a fan. The blue is really interesting. I think over the whole car, this would be pretty interesting and pretty cool to look at. You'd definitely be grabbing the attention of your entire city or town. So again, doing something like this over your whole car would basically set you apart from everybody else, okay? So if you're looking to maybe draw in some business or you just want to stand out, this would be the way to go. That's very cool. Crazy stuff, guys, crazy stuff. So that's pretty much like all the samples that I have in like different finishes or different ways they do it. So like we have the red, smooth red with the, I want to say octagon, hex tint, it's because it's hexagon, it's not octagon. Then we have the yellow with the pulse. I'm probably got a yellow without the pulse in it. So this is the yellow with the pulse. Again, that would probably look pretty cool too. That's really interesting stuff. We went through that. We've got the two shades of tints, like that shade over there, and then we had the one over here. They're actually both the same shades, just different prismatic effects to them. So they're not the same in that sense. So different finish. And then we had the solid. I think the solid one is probably my favorite one. The clear one, I'll see how that goes. I'm not really sure about the clear ones. I feel like the clear one is, I don't know, it's just not as cool as I thought it was going to be, personally speaking, but hey, this one I think is pretty badass, pretty rad. I'm excited to see what this looks like on a whole car. I might do my whole Jeep in this. From my understanding is that that some of these films are actually chrome. So if you look at this side of things, this prismatic or chromish layer right here, this is chrome, from my understanding, okay? So this is not any different than wrapping with chrome. It actually it contoured really nicely around this. I'm really surprised. I saw zero distortion in the actual finish itself. Maybe that's only with this color, I don't know. The clear ones definitely, I don't think they have chrome in them, and I didn't see an opaque white one or anything like that. A white one would be pretty cool though. A white one similar to this guy here would be pretty cool. This maybe without the hex would actually be pretty cool too. I don't know, I'd love to see it without the hex because I felt like the film is really pliable. It's nice and nice low tack, it's stretchy, it feels really good. And I can actually just stretch this out with my hand right now. It's just stretching very easily. It kind of feels like Avery. Let's just show you. For chrome, I mean, this is pretty impressive stuff. Let's cut off a little sliver and see how it does stretch. And again, guys, I want you to let me know which ones you think are the coolest. So let's just kind of see how this stretches. Oh yeah, it stretches, look at it go. I'm pulling hard, but it's going. That's impressive. I cannot do that with Hex's chrome at all. Like what this car is wrapped in, I can't do that at all. So the fact that this is probably chrome there is going to be some degree of difficulty here, which is going to be more difficult than something like this, I would say. Again, I haven't played around with them so much, but it did seem to be like all of them contoured and curved around this tail light pretty effortlessly. The clear one had a bit of issue there with the creasing and not heating out. I can try further to see if it does actually heat out later on, or what the problem was with that. Again, some of these are just demo films, guys. I'd like to see the clear one improved a little bit further. This one I think is perfect. I love it. It's amazing. And just let me know which colors you think you like, or which colors would be best on the market for the most part. Guys, I'm looking forward to doing more videos for you. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it very much. Take care.